the 2023 season. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Now Stafford completes it to Coleman, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say? Play action. Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it? No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air. And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
That was a nice job defensively disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all get him wrong and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2nd and 9 now. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's all about doing the dirty work defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving running back a crease to run through. It does a nice job of holding just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. A handoff for Herbert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up in a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The slot man in motion right.
Let's go! Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. First down on and on. You cannot hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass something here on third down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And over with a first. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken. Remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As they start with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
But no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
To throw again on second down. Stafford, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw.
And complete once again to Watson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get
pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Bobby Okereke
in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Interference. Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey
to the 27-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw.
That complete over the middle. He's got Manhertz, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag it out to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break up much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Now a first down throw. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Stafford
Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I got one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly are loading up today, partner, because they've had a lot of big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught. It's Coleman.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go again with Herbert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here live in New Orleans.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Touchdown!
DK Metcalf.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a little more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away to Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for
successfully. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging down to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Lanny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That caught by Manhertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
On the check. Check. Hey, check out. 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Head the street! Head the street!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, set.
And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This